Welcome to Viral Network News. I'm Hannah Bernard. The biotech industry is fast and ever-changing, and one company that not only stays on top of the trends but drives them is Winnipeg-based Miraculins Incorporated, which trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the symbol MOM. Miraculins' business is all about acquiring and licensing diagnostic tests for unmet clinical needs, and it may just be their latest acquisition that will put them on the map. Today we have an exclusive interview with the CEO and the president of the company, Chris Morrow. Miraculins was founded in 2002 as a research and development company focused on biomarker discovery. The company developed a specialty in screening and identifying target proteins and peptides related to diseases. In 2008, the company began leveraging its knowledge base towards the acquisition of non-invasive diagnostic screening tests for various diseases. Miraculins has three areas of focus: diabetes, coronary artery disease, and preeclampsia. The company's most recent and exciting acquired technology is Scout DS, a pre-screening device for diabetes.
This next story is about a new way to help diagnose type 2 diabetes, and we promise it won't hurt a bit.
Canada's one of the first countries to test out these machines. No needles or blood. They read your skin to measure your chance of developing the disease. Scores below 50 indicate a low risk. Above that, patients may be in the early stages of diabetes and not know it.
You're in this range that's pre-diabetes.
Wow. Well, I'm certainly going to tell my doctor this.
Earlier today, I had the pleasure to sit down with the CEO, Chris Morrow, to talk about the company's latest technology and plans for the future. Here's our interview with Chris.
Well, the Scout is a device that uses a light source to fluoresce and take a picture of markers that are present in your skin, that are present in everyone's skin, but they are in abundance in people who are pre-diabetic or type 2. So our device is able to scan for these markers. We use a light source. We take a picture of those markers. We look at what your level should be based on your age, and then we can provide you with a score, a risk score, that could help you decide or determine if you're pre-diabetic or type 2. About 5% of the population is type 2 diabetic and doesn't know it, and that's because the symptoms are often masked. You can have it for up to 2 or 3 years. Sometimes the first change is a change in your eyesight. The pre-diabetic patient predominantly doesn't know that they may be on a course for type 2, and it's the type of information that you can actually do something about once you've been identified by modifying your lifestyle and your eating habits. So really there's nothing like the Scout. It's the world's first non-invasive, so there's no blood. You don't have to fast. It takes 90 seconds. And with a relatively high sensitivity, 80%, we can assess your level of risk, and if you're elevated, move you on to your physician for the proper gold standard test.
Wow,
sounds technical.
It does, but it sounds revolutionary as well.
It is. I mean, if you think about it's how futuresque can you get when you are not having to draw blood? You can put your arm on a machine. We use a light source. We're scanning your skin, and painlessly, we're telling you that you might be at risk and that you need to now go to the next step.
Take next steps.
Right. The U.S. Diabetes Association estimates there's 79 million Americans who are pre-diabetic, and I've already mentioned 5% are type 2 and don't know it. And so from a market perspective, if you can have a high throughput, low cost, non-invasive test, then all the numbers add up.
What sort of market segment are you guys going for?
So the most obvious is the clinical, the physician, the family physician, the GP. People are coming into doctors' offices for a variety of reasons, not just for a physical, and everybody could be screened on the Scout. The second model is retail pharmacy stores or chains. That applies to US, Europe, Canada, whether it's the Shoppers Drug Mart or the Walgreens. People are going in and they're accessing screening or diagnostic tests. This would be a non-traditional clinical setting for the Scout. And for 90 seconds, somebody, while they're shopping at a store, and it doesn't have to be a pharmacy, it could also be a food store, can put their arm down and find out if they're at an elevated risk. The third market segment is employee screening, where there is a developed market where companies provide screening services to large employers, and they're providing a number of screening tests, and they would simply add the Scout to their menu and screen employees right at work.
What is Miraculins' monetization strategy for Scout?
Well, we just announced a major deal with a major pharmaceutical company in China called Cachet Pharmaceutical. Cachet distributes pharmaceutical and medical devices to the hospital market in China. So Cachet will distribute the Scout to hospitals in China. We signed a licensing deal with Cachet, and part of that agreement included a $15 million initial order, and then that first order will kick in, and they projected another $75 million in orders over a 5-year period.
Oh, you acquired this only a year ago?
About a year ago, yeah.
So people are picking up on it.
People are picking up on it. My job is to get the story out about this tremendous technology, and that's why I'm here.
You know, every woman loves a good sale, and it kind of sounds like your stock is on sale right now. With everything that you have going on with this new technology, it definitely is. It's good for investors, that's for sure.
Couldn't agree more.
And if you want to keep up to date with what's going on with Miraculins, go to Miraculins.com. A lot of news releases going out. It's constant on there, so it's great. And Chris, now, can I try this machine out and see where I'm at with the screening process?
We'll get you tested.
Awesome, let's do it.
Okay, Hannah, are you ready to get tested?
I'm ready, Chris.
Okay, so this is the Scout, and I'm going to start off by entering some information, personal information about you, predominantly your age.
Okay, well I told you that before, and not everyone needs to know that.
So that's the only information that we're collecting from a patient. And so now what I'm going to get you to do is roll up your sleeve past your elbow, put your elbow in that indent, and just lay your hand down, palm open on the device, and we'll start. So the test takes 90 seconds, and basically we are illuminating that small area of skin with light. We take a picture, and then we're running an algorithm, and we're looking at the markers that you have present in your tissue compared to what your normal level should be, and then we're going to produce a risk score for you. The test takes 90 seconds, and as mentioned, there's no blood, there's no fasting. And
I don't feel anything. Feels like nothing's happening.
So when the test is done, you'll get your score, your assessment, and whether you're in the normal range for this marker, or if you're borderline or elevated. And if you're borderline or elevated, we're going to send you on to your physician for your gold standard test.
Wonderful. Wow, it's so easy. It's really cool to see how this works. But before my score comes up, that's all they need to know. Thanks so much for showing me, Chris.
I must be honest, I feel a whole lot better now that I've had my diabetes screening tests. Hopefully it will be a luxury we can all have thanks to Miraculins Incorporated. That's all for us today at Viral Network News. As always, please do your own due diligence on the company and follow their upcoming news at Miraculins.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Hannah Bernard.